What are some good abdominal exercises described in your book that can be performed without equipment?
I'm going to teach you and tell you right now about 5 abdominal exercises that you can do anywhere. You don't need any equipment. In fact, the only equipment you need is your own body. And you have that. I know you do. So the first one I would recommend that you do is called the side plank. You can do it from your elbow or you can do it from your hand. I would suggest that you start on your elbow. Now this is addressed in detail in my book, but side plank is an exercise where all the muscles of the abdominal wall, when we refer to the muscles of the abdominal wall, when we're talking about them in context with the whole body, we call that the core. The core is much more than just the abdominal wall. And when you perform exercises for what we say the abdominal, you need to address the core. So many of the exercises I'm going to talk about right now are not your traditional crunches. You know, the ones where you lay on your back and you bend at the waist and you bring your chest closer to your thighs. Many people think a crunch is very effective to change the abdominal muscle strength and also to make that area of your body appear more lean and firm. Wrong. That's not how you do it. You do muscles that will engage, you do exercises that will engage the muscles of your core. Side plank is one example. So you lie on your side, you place your elbow directly underneath your shoulder, and you carefully lift your body up and you place it back down on the floor, and I would do 10 or 12 on the right and the left side. Another exercise that is not going to seem very obvious, but is wonderful for the abdominal wall, is Pilates swimming. That is where you lie face down on your belly, you extend your arms above your shoulders, your legs are extended from your hips, so you're lying down, face down. I want you to imagine that you're Superman and you're flying through the air. That is what your body would look like. You have to pull your belly in, and then you're going to kick your arms and your legs real quick in little bursts like you're swimming, and that is where the word swimming comes from with that exercise. You'd perform 8 to 10 repetitions. Just do the arm and the leg movement and count to yourself 1, 2, 3. Keep your belly pulled in really tight, and then stretch your back by just moving your hips to your heels and lengthening your arms after you're done with that set. It's a wonderful abdominal exercise. Another wonderful abdominal exercise that you can do without any equipment except your own body would be the plank pose, with your hands right underneath your shoulders and your toes on the floor behind you, and your body is in a perfectly straight line. Imagine that you are a plank of wood. That is where the term plank pose comes from. A plank of wood is stiff and long and straight, and if you lean it up on something, it's not going to change its position, correct? Well, that is the position that your body should be in when you perform plank. You hold the position, you breathe consistently, keep your shoulders pulled away from your ears, your neck long, your abdominal wall pulled in. And when I say your abdominal wall pulled in, I want you to imagine that you're wearing a really tight pair of jeans that you need to zip up, and you're trying to zip those jeans up, and in order to get that zipper up, you have to pull your belly in really tight. That's what I want you to do when you're in plank pose, but don't forget to breathe. And you'll do that move and you'll hold it for 8 to 10 seconds, and then you'll rest. Now, if you have a hard time staying up on your hands, get on your forearms. It's just as good, because over time, you're going to be able to get up on your hands, but you got to practice on your forearms, and then try your hand position plank pose a couple seconds. And as soon as you get tired, stop. The next day or the next time you exercise, try it again. Pretty soon, you're going to be in full plank pose, and you're going to change your abdominal muscles. Another exercise of the top 5 that I would recommend to strengthen and change your abdominal wall without any equipment except your own body weight would be an exercise that we call bicycle. You're going to place your fingertips behind your ears. Don't use your hands to pull your head up. That's why fingertips behind your ears is a really good tip, because now you're going to be lifting with the abdominal muscles, not your hands pulling your head up. You're going to bring your left elbow to your right knee. So you pull your right knee to your chest and you cross over your body with your left elbow, and then you'll switch. So So you'll go right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee, right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee, and that's called bicycle. Try to perform that move without your body rocking or moving a lot on the floor. So if that means that you have to go really slow, that's okay. That is a wonderful move for the oblique muscles and the muscles of the core if you stabilize your body and don't allow yourself to move really fast and move without control. You need to stay in control. Go slow if you need to. It's very effective. Another wonderful exercise in my top 5 for abdominal strength and a better appearance to the abdominal wall that you can do without any equipment would be an exercise that is called the V-sit. How you perform the V-sit is you're going to sit on the ground and you're going to bend your knees and pull them to your chest. Now, as you pull your knees up to your chest, you're going to have to lean slightly back because I want you to put your body weight right on your tailbone, your pelvis area. So you'll be sitting on the floor. Your knees will come up to your chest. You'll be leaning slightly back, but you're going to keep your shoulders relaxed and your abdominal wall pulled in really tight. Extend your arms out to the sides of your body as if you were, holding your arms out in front of you. And then lengthen your knees, so just extend your legs up. And you're going to literally look like a V, the letter V, from the top of your head down to your tailbone, and then from your tailbone to the end of your foot or to the back of your leg all the way to your ankle. And you're going to hold that posture, and it will be challenging to hold initially if it's not something that you're used to doing. But the V-sit is a really effective exercise. And interestingly enough, it doesn't require any movement. All you do is hold the posture. I want you to breathe and hold the posture. Hold it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever you can do. And as you can hold the posture longer, you're actually strengthening the muscles of the core, the abdominal muscle included, and that is a top 5 move for increasing abdominal strength without having to use any other equipment except your own body.